Hello everybody, welcome to Talk Tuesday, which is a lot later than it normally is. It's normally nearer this time in the morning, but as you'll know, if you read my LinkedIn post this morning, I've had a really busy day, had to start early, so it was only sensible that I moved the video till this evening. So if you are not watching me live, then thanks as always for watching in the future, and I will be posting this on YouTube. It may not make it onto YouTube till tomorrow, but it will be there for you to watch. So I'm talking this evening about releasing negative energy. And the reason I thought about talking about it was that I did a talk last week at a networking group, which was all about raising energy levels, and which is something I'm sure I've talked to you about before. But somebody at the talk actually asked me afterwards, how do you release negative energy if you encounter it? Because you can do what you like in terms of trying to raise your energy. You know, we can all have good intentions about that and do everything that we can, but we can't always avoid other people's negative energy. I always recommend trying to limit the time we spend with people that we know are negative, and also limit time spent in negative environments. But sometimes we just can't help getting caught up in other people's negativity. And as this person was asking me, it's really important then to know how we can release it. So because I'd had that question, I thought it would be a good topic to talk to you about. And there are a few ways. One, which is very, very simple to do, is a simple affirmation. And I have to thank Lee Harris for this, from Lee Harris Energy, who is an amazing energy teacher. You can look him up on, you can Google him and you'll find loads of amazing YouTube videos. But he taught me this very simple affirmation, which is simply to say, I release any energies and emotions that are not my own. Now that's a great one. So for example, if you have been maybe in a work situation or any kind of social gathering where you feel there's been a lot of negativity and you're driving away from it and you can't do some of the more energetic ways of releasing energy, it's a great one that you can, as you're driving, you can literally say that. I often say that out loud if I'm in the car. I release any energies and emotions that are not my own. But if you're in a situation where you don't want to say it out loud, you can just as easily say it inwardly and it will have the same effect, and you can say it over and over again. So that's my first quick and easy recommendation for how to release negative energy. Now that obviously is about other people's negative energy, but there are situations where we feel that we've got negative energy of our own to release. And again, you can just say a simple affirmation, which is obviously slightly different to the one I just gave you. And this is simply to say, I release all negative energy. And again, you might have to say that quite a few times. You can take that a step further by making it into a sort of mini meditation. So sit down somewhere quietly. This is obviously if you're not driving. Find somewhere quiet to sit, as I say. Just settle yourself. And then just get into the rhythm of slowing down your breath. So then all you do is you take a reasonably long inhale, and then as you exhale, you can say the affirmation that I just gave you, which is, I release all negative energy. And again, you can either say that out loud or you can say it in your head. But the point of doing it as a mini meditation is that it slows down your breath, which will help to calm you in case you're a bit stressed by that negative energy that you've absorbed. And you can keep on going. So, you know, you just keep on a cycle of deep breath in, I release all negative energy. Another breath in, I release all negative energy. And as I say, you can say it outwardly or inwardly. And you'll probably find that after a few rounds of that, you will feel much calmer and much less affected by that negativity. So those are some, I was going to say quiet ways to do it. It's not quiet if you say it out loud, but they are calm ways of doing it, ways that you can do it if you are either driving, as I say, or if you're in a public situation where you don't really want to draw attention to it. Because even if you're sitting on a train, for example, or a bus commuting, you can do that mini meditation in your head without anybody knowing about it. But my favourite one, and I find it the most effective for me, is one that involves movement, and it is simply shaking it off. Now, I'm going to stand up to give you an idea, if I can avoid crashing the wall with my chair. In fact, I'm going to move it out of the way. So basically, you can think of that Taylor Swift song, Shake It Off. That's a great one because, you know, it'll be, I haven't actually timed it, but it'll be sort of a couple of minutes, 3 minutes long. And the words are great because they're telling you to shake it off. It's all about, you know, negative people, the haters and the naysayers. And just as the music's playing, you can shake yourself to shake off that negative energy. That song is a brilliant one to do it. It doesn't have to be the Taylor Swift song. I just like it because of the, you know, the obvious title. It could be any kind of music, or it could be no music at all. The key thing is to shake your body, because by doing that, you are getting rid of that negative energy and you are firing up more positive energy within you. So literally just shake yourself, you know, as vigorously as you like. You know, I'm standing up now, so you can't see what my legs are doing and my hips are doing, and I'm wiggling around, literally shaking it off. And the more you're feeling dragged down by negative energy, you know, the more vigorously you'll probably want to shake. This is a brilliant one to do if you then need to go into a situation where you need your energy to be high. So, you know, you can literally do this, just as long as it takes. I did actually once follow a video on YouTube, which was by somebody called Bergs. He did, during lockdown, he did a whole 15-minute shakedown where he shook each part of your body in turn, which was all about trying to increase your energy. But you get the picture. It is a really good way of shaking off negative energy. I actually introduced one of my clients to this when she needed to get out of the kind of negativity cycle that she was getting drawn into by an argumentative child, because this particular child was causing my client to be late in the morning while they got into this eternal battle of wills, which, as any parent will know, is fairly common. And I suggested that what she could do was to actually do a shake it off exercise along with her child. And they did try it. I don't know whether they actually used the Taylor Swift song, but they did put on some music and they just had a good old shake together, and they ended up dissolving into giggles, which completely dissolved the negative energy and really brightens the mood and the situation. So it is a great one to use if you do find yourself in that situation with children. So I guess the only other thing to say is that whilst shaking it off is a great way of getting rid of that negative energy, any kind of movement is going to help you to get rid of that energy from your body. So with some of my clients, I like to talk about the punching it out exercise, which is very similar to shaking it off, but you are just thumping out that negativity. Another one, just before I go, is that some people find it really helpful to immerse themselves in water as a sort of a cleanse, a washing it off. You know, it can be by going swimming in the sea. It could just be by getting into a tub full of water. It could be, you know, just getting yourself in the shower and washing yourself down with that conscious thought that you are washing off all of that negativity. There are a number of ways you can do it, and it is a question of finding out which is best for you. And obviously it depends on the situation. You won't always be able to do all of those. So hopefully that gives you a bit of a toolkit of methods that you can use to shake off that negative energy and to get rid of it out of your system. So thanks as always for watching. Hopefully this next Tuesday, I was going to say this time next week, I'm hoping it won't be this time next week. I'm hoping that I'll be back to my more usual morning slot, but as always, I'll post in my Facebook group beforehand, the Flourishing Female Professionals group, to tell you when I'm going to be going live and what I'm going to be talking about. So enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week, and I'll be back here again next Tuesday. Bye for now.